As we continue with the theme of guidance, our theme today is the guidance of divine providence. And that's about the idea that God often directs our steps and leads us to encounters with people or events or circumstances that will change, shape, or redirect our life. And one such story is found in Genesis chapter 24 about Isaac and Rebekah. Now Abraham was old, well advanced in years, and the Lord had blessed Abraham in all things. Abraham said to his servant, the oldest in his house, who had charge of all that he had, "Put your hand under my thigh, and I will make you swear by the Lord, the God of heaven and earth, that you will not get a wife for my son from the daughters of the Canaanites among whom I live, but will go to my country and my kindred, and get a wife for my son Isaac." The servant said to him, "Perhaps the woman may not be willing to follow me to this land. Must I then take your son back to the land from which you came?" Abraham said to him, "See to it that you do not take my son back there. The Lord, the God of heaven, who took me from my father's house and from the land of my birth, and who spoke to me and swore to me, 'To your offspring I will give this land,' he will send his angel before you, and you shall take a wife for my son from there. But if the woman is not willing to follow you, then you will be free from this oath of mine, only you must not take my son back there." So the servant put his hand under the thigh of Abraham his master, and swore to him concerning this matter. Then the servant took 10 of his master's camels, and departed, taking all kinds of choice gifts from his master, and he set out and went to Aram Naharaim, to the city of Nahor. He made the camels kneel down outside the city by the well of water. It was toward evening, the time when women go out to draw water. And he said, "O Lord God of my master Abraham, please grant me success today and show steadfast love to my master Abraham. I am standing here by the spring of water, and the daughters of the townspeople are coming out to draw water. Let the girl to whom I shall say, 'Please offer your jar that I may drink,' and who shall say, 'Drink, and I will water your camels,' let her be the one to whom you have appointed for your servant Isaac. By this I shall know that you have shown steadfast love to my master." Before he had finished speaking, there was Rebekah, who was born to Bethuel, son of Milcah, the wife of Nahor, Abraham's brother, coming out with her water jar on her shoulder. The girl was very fair to look upon, a virgin whom no man had known. She went down to the spring, filled her jar, and came up. Then the servant ran to meet her and said, "Please, let me sip a little water from your jar." "Drink, my lord," she said, and quickly lowered her jar upon her hand and gave him a drink. When she had finished giving him a drink, she said, "I will draw for your camels also until they have finished drinking." So she quickly emptied her jar into the trough and ran again to the well to draw, and she drew for all his camels. The man gazed at her in silence to learn whether or not the Lord had made his journey successful. Well, that's a scene one can easily picture in our imagination. We can see it like unfolding in a movie. The old servant, wanting to please his even older master, setting out on this journey, not sure how it's going to go, praying to God for guidance and direction, for it to be clear who is the right woman to marry his master's son Isaac. And here comes the wonderful Rebekah, beautiful, and also beautiful in spirit and in hospitality. And what I love about Rebekah is what I like to call her "and then some" spirit. She doesn't do just what's asked of her to give the servant a drink. She goes another step and says, "I'll draw water for all your camels." And how much water do you think 10 camels can drink? That's probably a lot of trips to the spring. And yet it says she ran to fetch it. Boy, I tell you, I love people with the Rebekah spirit, that "and then some" quality, willing to go that second mile, as Jesus would say. But this is a wonderful example of God's divine guidance in finding a wife for Isaac who would bless him all of his days.